and welcome to this ACC studio interview. My name is Sazfran, and today I'm joined with Major Bonds. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about your career and all that. So first of all, tell me about yourself.
Sure. I don't mind telling my age. I'm 58. I am currently teaching JROTC, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps at Hammond Central High School. And I have been here for 2 years, but prior to coming to Hammond, I was in Chicago at Chicago Public School System teaching JROTC for 8 years.
Oh wow, that's a long time. So what does that stand for?
Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Can you tell us a little bit about the class?
Sure. The class is designed to assist students and assist young individuals in becoming better citizens. The program is designed to help young individuals become better leaders, become more disciplined, and also become more aware of what it is that they actually want to do in their purpose in life.
Yeah, that's amazing. So tell us something about your hometown or where you're from.
Sure. My hometown is Waukegan, Illinois, which is approximately 50 miles north of Chicago. It's a small suburb. And I was born and raised in Waukegan, and I come from a family of 9 kids. I'm number 8 of 9, so I had 5 brothers and 3 sisters, and was raised in a traditional family, and was fortunate to be able to go to college and also do and get advanced degrees and be able to then utilize that in the military.
Yeah. What degrees did you go for?
Sure. My initial degree in undergraduate and bachelor's was a degree in biology and a minor in chemistry. After that, I joined the military, and then I served for about 15 years, and then I got the opportunity to go back to school and actually become a internal medicine physician assistant.
Okay. How do you think those degrees helped you in your job?
They helped me because it kept me very busy.
Yeah.
And because my background was diverse, the military was able to utilize me in a lot of different settings.
That's nice. So what made you decide your career in service branch?
I would probably say that initially started because I'm a product of JROTC.
Yeah.
I did 3 years of JROTC when I was in high school, and that experience allowed me to actually see things on a more broader spectrum. And pretty much by my junior year in high school and my second year in JROTC, I knew that I wanted to do the military. And that was because of the traditional things that I saw. My father served. I had a brother, older brother, who served. But my experience in JROTC and seeing some of the fundamentals, dealing with other Army instructors, pretty much started to have me better understand what it is that I actually want to do.
Right. So you were in the Army, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take us a little bit through that training process?
Sure. So my particular pathway was that after JROTC, I graduated high school, and then I started off at Eastern Illinois University in Charleston. By my second year, I started to get involved with ROTC at the college level, and from that involvement and my previous involvement in JROTC, it just became natural, felt natural. I really liked the environment, so I knew I wanted to make the military my career choice.
Yeah. Oh. So in the military, what is one of your favorite experiences?
The travel.
Travel, yeah.
Yes, I was able to see so many things in so many places and experience so many cultures. I'd probably say starting off in the Philippines to doing 3 combat tours in Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Then my last tour that I did in Germany. Those tours and then the previous experience and training that I received in the military helped make me adequately prepared to do those missions and perform and conduct myself in commander and leadership roles.
Yeah, that's amazing. What was what was your rank in the Army?
So my ending rank when I retired was a major, which is a field grade officer. But when you get commissioned, most officers start out as second lieutenants, which are junior officers. And initially starting in the military as a junior officer, honestly, I didn't know that much. And so it took good, strong, non-commissioned officers which are the individuals that are at the grassroots level. They're the ones that's actually training, spend time with the soldiers. And so the non-commissioned officers help to train me to make me a better officer.
Yeah, that's nice. So tell me about a time where you had to lead a team through a challenging situation.
I would say one of those challenges was in 2010. I was actually pulled out of my command to be what's called cross-level. That means that they're going to utilize you with another unit, another command, to actually deploy. So the training, the 2.5 months of training that we had to do prior to going overseas was very taxing, very strenuous. And so that was one of the challenging, because I was training with individuals that were in the military, but I hadn't previously trained with, and they were not part of my normal command. So I had to learn how to have more diversity and more understanding, because you have people coming from even more variety of backgrounds. And so it takes not just the knowledge, but it takes the discipline to better understand people, because we had to get through the pre-training so that we could be approved to then be deployed.
Yeah. So like, what would you say like in the military is some of like the biggest like traits you need to have, a person must have to be in the military?
I think one of those is I think it's important to have that I'm never going to quit attitude. And that is because the military is inherently challenging. Not so much difficult, but challenging. And that means that you're going to be you won't necessarily be faced with the same thing every day. Things change, things are modified. So as long as you have an open mind and you're willing to basically have the kind of discipline that you need to understand that those things are changing, and then how you still have to get the mission done, I think you'll be fine.
So describe a time where you failed or made a mistake. What did you learn from it, and how did you correct it?
Early on in my career, I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made is, I don't know if I want to call it so much being undisciplined, but not understanding what a standard is.
Yeah.
Meaning that once a standard is provided to you and you clearly understand what that standard is, your goal is to not only meet the standard, but exceed it. I really didn't know. I thought, oh, I could just get it done any kind of way, and as long as I got it done, that was good enough.
Right.
But my upper leadership and commanders quickly told me and showed me in writing by getting a poor review that that's not going to fly. So from that bittersweet type of review, I was able to learn what was actually required of me, and from that point on, I did nothing but excel.
That's good. So how do you motivate team members who are disengaged or underperforming? So like say like in your class.
Sure. Okay, for instance, if there's students who are not engaged, underperforming, and let's just say they're unmotivated, I find myself trying to get to know that individual to the point of to see what they're going through. A lot of times the individual that's not motivated, it's because they have a secondary or something that's lingering, some kind of issue that's going on that has not been addressed. So I get to know the students. I get to feel that they can trust me and that I can trust them. And then once I can have that solidified, then I can then try to deal with the issues that are creating them to be unmotivated. And then from there, try to give them some guidance and direction so that they can be now better motivated and more positive.
Yeah. Has anybody ever failed your class or just like gave up and all that?
I would say that no one has ever failed my class. In terms of a letter grade, what I would probably say is that if they failed my class, it was because they put themselves in that situation.
I understand. Well, thank you for listening to this ACC student interview. So my name is Sophia, and thank you so much, Major Bonds, for
Pleasure
joining me.
being with you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for your service in the U.S. military.
You're welcome, ma'am.